Stream is started. Ba-ba-ba-ba. That's strange. Okay.
Offline.
I'm offline. Oh, because I just started it. Should be live coming soon.
Check out this Minecraft stream from 23 seconds ago.
Hmm? 23 seconds ago.
Live now. What the fuck?
There we go.
Not buggy.
Okay. So, tonight we're going to hopefully have a building so we can eventually put in our warp drive reactors. But for the meantime, we're going to probably put a nuclear craft fusion reactor in there. Because I found the other day I have a gigantic bottleneck in my power production that I'm not producing enough thorium essence to keep all the nuclear reactors fueled and going. So we are actually not producing as much power as we should be able to. I think right now, last time I checked, we're averaging... Oh, we're above 400,000 right now. So that means somebody's working, something's working correctly. Yeah. Well, that one, I got one. I got 5 of the TPU reactors running. I got 1 uranium. Oh, we got 2 Neptunian. Oh, plutonium. America's not running, and I think it's California. California's not running either. So, which I need to come back over here and turn that off.
Did you turn off?
I'm going to try and increase the number of thorium seeds I have. But to do that, I need thorium essence. So if I stop the reactors from getting more fuel, then the essence will build up. And so then I can make more seeds. Actually, I wonder, can I? No. Whatever. We'll let that just run. Ooh, I know what I can do. I did set up so in my effort to have more thorium essence, I actually set up a photogenic isolator where I have some thorium essence.
Insulator?
Whatever. Hang on. Conduit. I need one of those. Also those. I need extraction. Because I just have to have everything running in all cylinders. I need a filter, which this filter's we're gonna blank out. This. Give me one of these. only want to pull out thorium essence because stick that in there. Always on. Nothing. Insert. Okay, feed that away. So let's go back into here. So what I've done, PHY. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to be able to put the flux phytogrow in this chest, which it will feed it into the insulator. I currently have 2 thorium seeds in here. The reason for that is after each cycle, it spits out 1 thorium seed. I have this set up, so I figured out I only need 2 thorium seeds for this. It'll kick over the thorium seed over to the small storage crate, and then the seed will be pulled back in, and at the exact time that the recipe is done processing the next one, the second one comes back in. So we are constantly having thorium seeds in here. So, and for each run of this, we actually get 3 thorium essences. So this will also help speed up the process. So, TBQ. Okay, that's already being made. Cool. Let's come back up here. Also, so with nuclear craft fusion reactors, the best power output / efficient reactor that I have found is a reactor that's running deuterium and tritium. Over the course of the last week, I have created the systems that we have an abundance of both of these now, which granted, now I need to jump back down. So to get the deuterium, I was originally going to use nuclear craft electrolyzers, but the tritium to deuterium ratio was just not enough. So went back to the good old electrolytic separator from Mechanism. So we're using Mechanism electric pumps. I got some speed and energy upgrades and a filter. The filter allows us to pull heavy water, and then have 16 pumps, which surprisingly that actually pumps enough to keep this fluid tank full at all times. That then feeds 16 of the separators, which we get deuterium and oxygen. Eventually we'll hook up, right now I just have dumping access. I have all of these dumping the excess oxygen. I want to eventually feed that oxygen. I want to keep them as dumping the excess oxygen because we're always going to have an excess of that. But I'm going to tie this into our oxygen, liquid oxygen tanks. So this is going to be a second source of oxygen for that. Then I pull the deuterium out of here, stick it through a rotary condenser, and then into a fuel tank for liquid deuterium. And then that's pumped up, and then it's put into the ME system. For tritium, to make tritium, for one thing, you need brine, which we have a bunch of brine. We have 4 evaporation towers that make brine, which, for the most part, sit pretty idle, since we have plenty of brine. We have we have 11 tanks, which one is feeding into the ME system, so we have these extra 10, which are full. So what I thought of doing was I directly tied into it's going to be easier for me to go out in space for this. So, what I did, so I came down here. I found a brine line. That's the output. And then put that into this evaporation tank. When you put brine into an evaporation tank, you get liquid lithium. So from there, I pump it up, throw it through a rotary condenser, I hate that, decondense. I actually evaporate and just make lithium gas, which then that is pumped in to these solar neutron activators. These suckers, okay, you have to feed in the input only to the bottom, which it does not say that on the wiki, and it does not have anything on the bottom of it showing you that that's where the input is. So with that, for every 1 millibucket of lithium in these solar neutron activators, you get 1 millibucket of tritium. Stick on 8 speed upgrades. These 5 are processing so fast. And then with a combination of this thermal evaporation tower, I got it running at about 3,000 degrees Celsius. It produces, I think it produces a bucket per tick. I think that's what I have it up to. Which, granted, I also have these 4 evaporation for the brine. They create a bucket per tick. So for every tick of this, and all 5 of these running, we get 1 tritium and 4 buckets of brine. Which, granted, for every bucket of tritium, out of the 5 towers here, 1 bucket of tritium and 3 excess buckets of brine. So then, after we go through the solar neutron activator, which luckily I have nothing obstructing these 5 suckers above, because originally I had these sitting right over here. That's why the rotary condenser's over here, and that's why I have it pump up this side and not the other side. But the connecting arm from the main station out to the Draconic Evolution room and the Draconic Evolution room block these 3 spots, so I had to pump it over there. And since I was already increasing the space being used, I went up to 5. Then we throw it all through this rotary condenser, and we go from gaseous tritium over to liquid tritium, and that's pumped into its tanks there, and then into the ME system. So, by my calculations, those 2 systems should produce enough of the fuels so our fusion reactor will never run out of fuel. I still have not built a fusion reactor, so this is going to be what I felt like I should actually do something for the first time on stream instead of playing with it in the single player world.
It's fine. Valid the option. It's just it's weird to make the fuel before the reactor. Most people do the reactor before the fuel. They make the reactor, says, okay, I need fuel now.
Well, so I've watched Direwolf 20's nuclear craft spotlight a couple times, and so I know how to build a reactor. So then it was just, okay, I know I'm gonna need fuel for this, and so I used the FTB wiki fuel table, plus also got the spreadsheet from the Nuclear Craft Discord to figure out, to really just see the power outputs at a large scale, because the FTB wiki spreadsheet table or whatever did not like give me really the numbers I wanted, because it's like gives you your duration, your base power, so your kilo RF per tick, total RF output per million RF, and fuel usage. Well, the spreadsheet also, um, the FTP wiki, that's at 100% efficiency. So, at least with the Google spreadsheet, you can actually see uh, the heat to the efficiency per the RF has to the RF per tick that you're going to get. And you can just, it's basically just a plug and play of values. So, what was I saying? Oh, since I already knew the size of reactor and know how to build it, I was like, okay, I know it's going to take a lot of time to build the systems for the fuels. So that's why I was like, oh, I already have all the recipes to build everything in my ME system. Well, then I just need, so then it's like, okay, I need to make the fuels, so then I also still need to build a room. So I did my normal, let's just build.
Another room.
Well, yeah, I need to build another room, because I'm eventually also going to put my warp drive reactors in there.
The same room as the fusion reactor?
Yes.
Okay.
Because on this lovely power level, let's come down here, let's come in here, let's fly up. I have an entire chunk over here that's not being used. So I'm basically going to build another room the size of the fission building, the fission room, on the other side. That's the plan. Which now I'm regretting putting these windows in because they're going to be covered up. So to do that, we're going to need a hallway of 5. Let's get the handy dandy, that's a copy paste tool. Ooh, I wonder, could I?
So why 5 of the large mechanism multi-block? What's the name? Evaporation tower. Why do you have so many evaporation tower?
Because if the entire gas room, if this entire system in here is running at full capacity, like if it's actually like running, like everything is running, I need all of that, because this one room, like if I'm actually starting to run out of gases and everything, whenever the five times ore processing plant is running at full capacity, it will start draining the 10 backup tanks. So, which the 4 evaporation towers do kind of keep up with it now, because I added the resistive heaters, as they are working right now. No, they are not. Huh, that was weird. So, yeah, it's mainly to make sure I have plenty of brine for the electrolyzers in this room that then feed everything else. Hey, I figured that I only needed 1 evap tower for my lithium, at least. I thought about building another 4, like a whole 4 rack, and then I'm like going, let's build 1 and see how that runs. And I'm like, oh dang.
There's something missed, because we use only 2 evaporation tower and they were not even half that size.
Well, that's what I found. Okay, let's
But we didn't use the heat conductor. We put it directly between the two towers. So we have, I think, only one that directly fits in the two towers. And that's it. And the hard part is to find the right value of power to put in the resistive heater.
Yeah, I found 2250 was kind
We
of
are out of power. That's why it's not working.
well because see I'm producing. Oh, I only produce 200 millibuckets per second here. So that should start. Let's see.
Yeah, you see your RF is empty, which means you don't receive enough power to sustain it.
Let's see. Well, I have all these resistive heaters also all connected up, so it works. Stop trying to ruin my system.
I'm not trying. I just know that 5 is a lag fest. That's
Oh,
what are you copying?
too many blocks. I was gonna try and copy most of this. I was basically only gonna copy the shell, but that's not gonna work.
There's still a lot of blocks.
I know. It's okay. I'll just copy the handy dandy copy building tool. Hole. Let's do this. Stick these in there. Extraction. Control. No. Yeah, control click. Extract all but one. Let's get as many whole blocks as we can in here. Hole. I'm an idiot. Okay, we're gonna start off with about 4,800 blocks here. So, oh, I also need a shield. Is that how I spell? Yep. I need 90 U.
Minecraft.
Minecraft. Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to add the proper skin on my avatars that I'm adding to the mod. And when you download the texture from the server, there is twice more data to secure it than actual data. Which is pretty much useless. So the point of securing a texture is a bit weird, but okay. Just put a checksum, that's fine. It's a texture.
3.
Not gonna kill anybody.
You say that. Oh, whoops. Let's make sure we don't have this. Okay. Gotta make this all pretty. Because we gotta follow our template.
You mean you are missing an element of chaos in your construct?
Oh, there's plenty of chaos. So I also found out,
Okay.
environmental tech, the void ore miner does not pull lithium, not lithium, thorium. So that's also, so I basically spent all day today strip mining asteroids because I was just like, well, I need thorium.
You need thorium for what?
TBU. So
TBU?
yeah, that's a thorium. Yeah, for TBU oxide fuel, which is the starting fuel that for my fission reactor room.
So you will need to constantly mine to maintain your fusion reactor?
The fission reactors, yes/no. That's why I want to increase my essence that I'm getting from my thorium seeds.
Oh, okay.
But thorium seeds, you can't 10-10 them from mystical agriculture. So you have to, they're like the inferium seeds. So you have to have a bunch of them, and then using plant interactors to pick them. So if I could 10-10 them, it'd be so much better, but I can't.
What's the relation with 10-10-10?
Huh?
Just you get more. 10
Yeah.
10 10 just give you more per and they grow faster.
Yeah. But right now I can't 10-10 them, so they grow at like a 1-1-1.
You cannot 10 10 10 them.
Mm-mm.
It's weird.
I'm assuming, which I haven't checked, that they are maybe in the open folder. Let's look at config. Where did I find that? Was it within AgriCraft? Wait, hopefully did that. Okay, that did not keep it up. Open with Sublime. Unable to find thorium. Not in there. What? Harvest craft, actual additions, plants. Thorium is not in there. Mystical agriculture.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I'll have to look for it later. Of maybe why thorium seeds can't be 10-10-10'd. Because uranium seeds can be 10-10-10'd. So,
And you're not happy with the uranium?
to follow the chain of TBU to, hang on, HEU, that is a G, to make HEU 233 oxide fuel, I have to burn TBU oxide fuel first. It's a nuclear craft chain thing to get the best power efficiency fuels. You need to start with TBU, and then once you split depleted TBU, you get the uranium. After uranium, you get the neptunium, and then after neptunium, you get plutonium. After plutonium, you get America, and then you get Californium. It's a whole process.
So just to get the best, you are screwed with thorium.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my reactors, I did not design them to not run in this configuration. Because, like, I don't know if I throw uranium in. Well, I know if I throw uranium in any of my, like, if I threw it in America or California, it'd work fine. But I don't want. If I throw it in, like, say, the current uranium and the neptunium and the plutonium, I don't know if it'd overheat. I never tested that. Which I could. Uh-oh, I see a limb joining. That's not usually a good sign. Okay. I need this. And then one, two, three. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, come straight across. Cool. And then that goes there. And we're basically going to make this the exact same size as this. So 1, 2, 3. Cool. Then we gotta come over here. Because this is the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey!
Yay, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Good.
Just kind of a chilly day here. We had like a cold spurt.
Yeah, we've had a couple cold fronts come through the last couple days.
Yeah, I'm really hoping this is the last cold front we get. Well, like a serious cold front like this because of we planted our garden 2 weeks ago, and I'm tired of covering up the tomato plants.
Yeah, tomorrow we're back to sweat your balls off. What?
See, we're not back to that. We are getting severe thunderstorms for the rest of the week. It's going to warm up, but hopefully because of the rain, it's not sweat your balls off. It's like, oh, it's comfy. Okay, did I? Yes, I did. Cool. So many jungle wood, which I actually do need to. I need to expand the tree farm a little bit.
The tree farm, yeah, I see he's placing block outside the hall.
Yeah, it's not running right now, but I need to make the room bigger. I will probably I'm not gonna make the tree planting space any bigger. I'm just gonna make the room bigger so it doesn't stick things outside the wall. That's the plan.
You just need to reduce the plot size, not increase the room.
Or I can increase the room and just keep the plot size the same size.
You don't need the wood. You don't need such a big room. That's all I'm saying.
That is actually purely for rubber now. So if when I actually run out of rubber, then I'll kick off that room and then after 10 minutes I turn it off and just let it grow up like it has. Actually, it'd be easier to do it. But also right now of how big/small the room is, when it is cutting down stuff, sometimes saplings/rubber things get somehow trapped outside of the rooms, and then the vacuum hoppers don't work correctly, and
You cannot vacuum through glass. That's expected.
well, yes, but also because the trees fill up the space so much when and jungle trees are so tall, sometimes there will be entities stuck up here in the canopy, and it becomes a lag fest because there's just like thousands of entities just sitting here because they can't.
Like item entity or
Item entities, because they're trapped up here because you can't vacuum through leaves. So
you know what it makes me think when I see that?
what?
An infestation.
Yeah.
Like there is some kind of virus or bacteria propagating in that block.
Yeah.
It took over everything.
Yeah. Well, the room
Don't
does
wanna under there. It's infested.
have a door on it.
The door, stop it, not the window.
The window does.
Bit.
It stops it a bit. Okay. Build that out. Okay. Let's now put some. So, Monkey, are you working from home?
Nope.
Hmm.
I'm still in the office.
We are currently working from home, and we are working from home indefinitely right now. So, which granted, they're going to do some rearranging in my office, so, and it sounds like they are going to force, I think they said, I've heard 25% of people in the office to work from home permanently now.
Nice. No, I work for an essential business, and as Texans are us, we're dumbasses. They decided to lift all the quarantines by next.
Well, I just didn't know if you were able to work from home, slash, then thus were.
I think for about I think a week.
I think I'm going on 3 months now that I've been working from home, because the first week I had my cold, so it was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna stay home. I took a few days to get better, and then it was just like, and then we got the email of like going, okay, until further notice, work from home. But I did get my new desk.
Restaurants.
I got my new desk, so I am back in the office. I'm back in my home office working, but I don't know how well my wife likes me working in the office with her. Because we are like facing back to back. So I sit most of my day with headphones on. Says invalid block. Oh, that's the cable facade. There we go. Let's G. Yep. So much easier. Whenever I can't screw up click. Oh yeah, I gotta do some math really fast. $288. Oh, I probably should have done this inside my space base. Oh, hi, Hire. How are you?
I love math, at least when it comes to Minecraft math.
Hey.
Don't have enough, make another stack. Done.
Yeah. It's more of I just wanted to, if I wanted to see if I have enough essence right now, and if so, to start kick off the crafting for it all. I may have to make the crafting seeds separate. So I think that's what it's simulating / calculating right now. Because it has to make essence, it has to make high level essence, and then the seeds, and then I need, let's see, 192 times 6 to make enough thorium seeds. So, okay, so I don't die in space. I know everyone would love to see that. For me to die in space.
Why don't you die in space?
Because I don't want to. Okay. Because then I have to, well, I do have an extra set of armor and air tanks in the ME system for that precise reason, but I don't know where my spawn bed is, so I That's the main issue. I think my spawn bed is in the space station, but I'm also scared spawn bed is down on the overworld.
Why don't you place a bed and use it?
I should do that, yes.
Okay.
You just got home.
I miss Tucker. Can't be that easy.
Yeah, that's too easy. That's
You
like,
need to make a new 15 by 15 by 15 room just to place the bed.
well, I already have a bedroom. It's just not decorated. Oh my god. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Crafting plan. Oh, I know, it probably was wrong. Let's see. I want this times 3, 144. Let's see if we can make this. If this one doesn't work, I'm just ignoring it and just let the essence pile up. Okay. We're gonna go down to one plot at a time. That shouldn't take as long. Simulation. I keep on saying that I need to redo this whole crafting system with my essence for crafting seeds.
Why, it's broken?
It just, right now, since I have it it's actually being done in molecular assemblers within the ME system, it just takes a while for the simulation to run and everything. So, start. Since I'm in here, it's not what I told you to click. That. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to make that blue. Whatever. That blue. That blue. That goes blue. That's blue. And that's blue. And that's blue. You get some blue blocks, and you get some blue blocks. I'm the Oprah of blue blocks. And after saying that, I hate myself.
Too much blue.
Oh, there's gonna be... I want to fill this all in with white now. Can I... Vertical column... Horizontal wall. Vertical wall. Build. Build. We're gonna maximize our building. chunk can't be built. That chunk can't be built. That chunk can. That chunk can. That chunk can. That can. Come on, render. So what are you up to, Blim?
It worked and it no longer works, and I don't know why. Because I didn't change anything, I just restarted the program.
No, I was talking about on the server.
No, I was checking something because I thought there was some gas upgrade for the concentrator and such, but there's not.
Are we adding that redstone mod?
Well, I have already 2 mod pack to update, so.
Okay, that's fine. Well, we were talking about that the other day, and I just didn't know what the verdict was.
Well, unless you have an urgent need for it right now.
Oh, you know me.
Yeah, right.
I
You would go with 1000 mod if you could.
probably. I actually don't think so anymore. Granted, there are a few more mods that I'd love to have in here, but
He's content with 998 mods.
yes.
Mm.
Or how many?
Still a long way to go.
How many ever we have in the pack?
Short answer, too many.
I think we have close to like 860 something.
We don't have 800.
I don't remember the number. That and that. I know we have a bunch. If only the F3 screen showed a mod count. Does it? Does F3 show the mod count?
240.
Okay, so we have almost 300.
Jar files.
Mm. It's close enough to 300 higher. It's close enough.
Yeah, 240, not 214.
Yeah, 240.
There's a few mods that updated with maybe 235 or something.
Yeah. Well, this is probably the last pack I'll be playing with Agricraft. Unless, well, as long as we stay on 1.12.2, I can play with Agricraft. Yeah.
That's one of 230.
Mm-hmm.
Still 100 to go.
No.
Yes.
No.
100 mods to remove.
Because I like my...
You like
kitchen
all
sink.
of them. You want more of all of them. Yeah, I know. 100
No.
to go.
I said this is like a good number. This is a good kitchen sink pack right here. Hey, I conceded on not having magic.
Well, it was for someone that never joined, so...
Oh, I would have eventually done magic. Like I would have probably done magic as soon as I like now, since I'm more in game. Yes, higher. That is right. So like, thermal expansion is one of those. I believe thermal expansion's broken up into 4 mods now. But Lim doesn't see it that way. He just sees it as this is how many mods you have.
I don't care if it's splitted or not. I'm just saying there's too many mods. It's too complicated, and there's some stuff we cannot update because we depend on the just enough ID, and
Lim tries to make packs for all computer types to play on. So
I know. You gotta make a pack so thus even a potato can play on it.
yeah. It's getting harder and harder to do with the new stuff.
Yeah.
well, they keep on changing the structure of the game instead of.
Yeah, they have been.
So the mod author keep on rewriting instead of adding new stuff or optimizing. So
Well, I honestly think Java Edition, its days are numbered, honestly, because they're eventually going to try and force us all over to Bedrock slash Windows Edition. Because Microsoft is trying to shut down all the private servers.
where do you
I've
see
been playing
that?
too much 7 Days to Die.
Microsoft has been pushing slash Mojang have been pushing the use of realms more and more. So, because they want you to use they want you to pay more.
Realms is crap from what everybody said.
That's what everyone says, but if Microsoft could force you over to it and get more of your money, they don't care. All what they care about is the almighty dollar. Because if Microsoft was really in it to like make Minecraft great, they would have fired Jeb a long time ago. Because ever since Notch left and Jeb took over, it's been a slugfest and a crawl for anything new.
Yeah, they had plenty of new stuff on 150, 114 and 115, I think.
Yes.
And they actually started reworking the rendering engine.
They did.
They still need to fix the crappy audio engine, but
Yeah, I'm excited for, well, like I said, they're putting a lot of the newer and cooler stuff on the Bedrock because they're trying to entice you and they want you to be over there. So like the new RTX stuff is Bedrock only, which I think there's a mod or a resource pack that does the exact same thing, but it's not as clean. I need this.
well, it's been doing that for way longer. So
Well, yeah, but now with Minecraft RTX, um, it's native, so it runs really well. Yeah,
well, Bedrock
you
is
can.
nowhere close to what you can do with Java.
Well, yeah, because Microsoft, it's a pure Microsoft product. They're like I don't think you can mod in Bedrock.
You can, it's just very limited.
Well, yeah, because it's Microsoft. They want to limit what you can do.
No, it's because the technology is data packed. They don't provide a programming API, they're just programming a resource pack. Granted, you can do more and more things with it, but you will never be able to do what you can do with warp drive or
No.
IC2 or pretty much any tech mods cannot be on data packs.
Mm-mm. Son of a bitch. Yeah. I am still slightly surprised they have not like come out with Minecraft 2 yet. Because that would be a total Microsoft move.
Like to ditch the complete Cooper version and restart from scratch.
Yeah.
That's what they are doing with Bedrock. It's just they still have a lot of modded guy that doesn't want to work to Bedrock.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm surprised that they have still made more Java edition versions.
Well, they were stalled for almost a year or two, so
Well, yeah.
they tried, they realized it didn't help, so they started doing it again and hired some people to do what they wanted. Because the Java team was working on something else than the Java edition for some time.
Yeah, what were they working on?
Probably the dungeon thing or
Oh, maybe.
the Xbox port or I don't know.
I did. So remember whenever Microsoft came out with the whole HoloLens demo?
Mm.
So just for shits and giggles, I actually looked into it, like, 'cause I'm like, I haven't heard anything about the HoloLens in like 2 years. I looked that sucker up. They want it. It's it's never gonna go to the public. I don't even know if there's any real developers for it. Like developers for it. A consumer model is $4,000.
Of the HoloLens?
The HoloLens, yes,
It's just some fucking glasses.
exactly. But it's freaking. They want $4,000 for it. You can buy it, but it's $4,000. The developer version is $10,000. I'm like,
How do they justify such a price?
I don't know, but I'm just like, well, that's why probably nothing has come of it because everyone's like, oh, this is too fuckishly expensive. Because like when it was first announced, I was like, oh, that looks cool. I may actually want one of those. But not now. I don't know why I put this away.
And what about Minecraft Earth?
Isn't that mobile only? Because I haven't really messed with it. Who is at my front door? Front door. I'll be right back. I gotta go check the front door.
Okay.
Just a package. So we are not going to have enough hull blocks to finish this room up. Whatever, I'll try and get as much of it done as possible. Nope. Okay. Let's get the dank null out and stick those suckers in there. Why is it or dictionary mode? It says extract all but one. So strange. Okay. Let's. Oh, I know what I need to do. Come in here. Let's grab this, throw that back in there. Hull. Grab 2 stacks of that. G. Vertical column 3. Wall exterior. Done. 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 Gotta go with my color scheme. Horizontal, 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 horizontal. There we go.
Keep the corner white.
Yeah, keep the corners white. I can put those away. Put that away. Move that there. Is it fused glass? Yep, it's fused glass. Give me a stack of that. Blow that out. Blow that out. Blow that out. Fuse glass. Fuse glass. Fuse glass. That one really doesn't need to be fused glass, but whatever. Conduit. I know I need probably 2 of those. I'm gonna need some of those and some of those. Ah, bad Tucker. Bad Tucker. Okay. That's cable facade. Okay, that goes there. Bring that up, bring that up. Oh yeah. Conduit. I need one of those. this. Conduit facades. That goes across, that goes across. That's gonna go right there. We're not gonna connect these up. That is just a basic. Right there. Basic air gen. That's good. That's good. Oh. Seed. Make 48 more of those. Calculating, calculating, calculating. Do. Coal seeds, obsidian seeds, ender wither. Da. Dark steel, grains of infinity. Start. Let those go. Basic air. Okay, win. That's gonna go right there. Get me a door. And then that goes right there. I should have kept a conduit. Stick that right there. That, and now we just wait for us to get more hull. Let's check. How are we doing right here? I'm only using 9 channels out of 32. Wow. Thought I was using more than that. Okay. That's a good sign. Let's go. Not producing enough. What is wrong here? Something. Let's go here. Those. That's why. Let's reduce this down to 10,000.
What's that?
I had it so whenever I went above 20,000 coalescence, it would automatically deposit them in this chest, and then it'd make it into a coal block. The coal block goes down below, and it makes a coal block, and then also it just perpetuates the steam creation process. for power, but I have somehow ran out of coal, and I'm not producing coal essence because I don't have my sprinklers on, which I'm not going to turn on right now. So let's do that.
Do you get some coal blocks from your stock into the power system?
Well, that, and then I also reduced this ME level emitter down to 10,000. So we have a little bit of a backup. It's not going to be enough, but probably actually with my I'm currently let's see. Yeah, I can't. I could turn on another row of sprinkler, but it would probably make my computer cry and stream cry, so I'm not going to do that.
Just to produce more coal?
To then produce more coal coke. So thus I increase my power output.
Just because you don't have enough thorium to actually produce power.
Mm-hmm.
You have a gigantic space base that is steam powered.
And nuclear powered and solar powered.
Okay.
What? I got multiple avenues of power. How many? That is not enough.
Banana split? Been years I've tested that.
Yeah, if I had my sprinklers on this row, which most of this row is coal seeds, it would be spitting out coal seeds like no other. But I don't have that on right now. Yeah, mainly just me and Lim. Monkey will talk every now and then. Monkey!
Monkey doesn't talk.
Monkey is afraid of the zombies. She doesn't want to offer her brain to them.
I offer my brain when they just eat my limb.
How is...
As an appetizer, they eat your lumps.
Yep.
As an appetizer, they eat her lungs.
Limbs.
Limbs. That is still going strong.
They skip the head, they go for shoulder, knees, and toes.
So, here, how's this doing? Let's keep it all keeps up quite well. How many bottlenecks? Nope. No bottlenecks. Cool. Well, technically, this is the bottleneck. This is also a bottleneck. Titanium ore. Ew. I know where that titanium ore is coming from. I haven't. kind of in a holding pattern now.
What?
I'm in a holding pattern.
You're waiting for power?
No, I'm waiting for more white stained basic hull. So I can finish building that room.
And because it takes time to get them, or what?
I'm auto crafting them right now. I started a job of 10,000 and it's working through it. It has to make gravel and then make sand and then it also has to make steel.
Gravel to make sand?
Yeah, and the crushers.
Yeah, but why do you need sand to make a hull block?
You have to make concrete.
Oh.
And to make concrete powder is 4 gravel and 4 sand. That's why.
Yeah. You are making it from concrete.
Yeah. I could update it. I should update it from this recipe over to the 4 steel, 4 stone, and then I get 10 at a time.
If you are using, what are you using the steel for then?
The steel is... Hang on. Okay. Probably what I'm... Okay, that's probably the recipe. So why am I making... Oh! To... Steel. Ingot. Steel ingot from thermal expansion. It takes 1 sand, 1 steel blend to equal 1 steel ingot. That's where I'm using the sand. Because I'm using the induction smelter.
And you're not using... You didn't automate tinkers, actually. I know you cannot... Cannot make it with tinker. You need to use thermal?
You can. You just have to... Hang on. Let's look this up. Iron ingot. Iron ingot. Melter. That's molten iron. I could use a high oven mixer. But that's going to take a lot more.
Well, for one, you don't need to use AE to produce sand for the smelter. You could have a dedicated chain directly from igneous extruder, pulverizer, and you can probably upgrade the igneous extruder to give sand, actually.
Yeah, I probably could.
At least gravel. I'm pretty sure you can give gravel and sand, maybe. And that would remove a lot of stress on your A2 system.
Smelting. Well, also if I made a bunch of steel dust and threw that in my smelter, and then I would get molten steel. 1 steel dust in a smeltery gets me 1 ingot.
Which is faster if you have a lot of them to do.
Mm-hmm. So let's come over here. come down here. I could just leave these all like this. Let's see. 9 times 12 is, wait, 9 times 12 is 108 ingots. So time would be times 10 would be 1080 times another 10 would be 10,800. There we go. So we're gonna make a shit ton of steel blend, and then I can just throw it in here. Yeah, I should probably set it up to get 12 blocks of steel in this ME interface, and then I can just do that from now on. Ever since I upgraded these, yeah, that's still running pretty fast because I have 4 of the auxiliary reception coils on there. So let's come over here. Yeah, see, I think my bottleneck is partially the sand production. Not really. Charcoal. Why is that titanium ore up here? That's strange. Let's do a trace. Okay.
Yeah, you can make sand directly from the igneous extruder with a plastic deposition. And it will be much faster. Because you don't have to pulverize it twice.
Filter. Give me this. That. Blacklist that. It's like, well, that's. Whoa. What? Lem left the game. Lem's leaving.
Yeah. Need to get some sleep.
Okay. I really wish tech guns would allow you to automate the reaction chamber, but they don't.
It's made so you cannot automate it.
I know
That's-
it's made so you can't automate it. Automate it. 'Cause if you try and automate it, it crashes and corrupts your game.
Did you try to automate it?
Did I try? No, because every YouTube video I watched about trying to automate it, they're like, oh, do not, because it will crash and corrupt your world. Because technically, so you can do power out input anywhere, but you're technically supposed to put power through the top, and then you you can insert liquids into here by automation, but you still have one. You technically have 3 more ports you could also have here, but you could only input liquids automatically. You can't export. You can't import items. So yeah, you can automate it, but you can't automate it all the way. That's my pet peeve, because I'm constantly feeding it creeper acid. That's the see, that's going pretty fast.
Okay.
Are you off to bed?
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
I want to kick off this crafting recipe, and then I may log off as well. Because stream has been a good hour and a half. Start that. So, well, everyone, thanks for coming to stream. We'll see you next week.